fiesta! We ready for action again tonight? You're all very welcome to the Jimmy Jess studio, coming live and exclusive to the world, I suppose. Thanks to the producer, Quiva. Come round and say hello, Quiva, to everybody that's watching. Here's Quiva, the producer of the show. She's produced everything. She got me lovely flowers. You see all me lovely daffodils because it's daffodil day today, so we have to have the daffodils on. Now, Queevy, you go and get ready for your next act. How is everybody doing today? I hope you've had a fantastic week. God, it was a great week. It's a cold old evening, isn't it? The old heating went in the studio earlier on, so if you see me nose going purple or me breath white, you know, it's cold in the studio. You know, I could blow away because there's hailstones and everything, but you're all very welcome. Who's here watching? Declan Kenny up Wexford. Come on, the Yellow Bellies. Patrick Bohan, Rachel Martin. How are you, Rachel? How is everybody? John Jones, come on, Jimmy. How is life? Oh, well, Gertie Mangan. How are you, Gertie? And Mary O'Reilly, how are things? Anyway, I'll get to talk to more of you later on. Richard Daly. Jimmy's hiding that man, Richard. Or I don't know what that means. Mary McCall of Doreen Liston, Martin, Marion O'Connor. I've loads anyway. But anyway, let's get started. You're all very welcome. I just want to, before we start, remember, share this if you can. If you can share, if you can like it, if you can do whatever, just to get more people having a look. I still have the turf on offer. Don't forget, we're still selling the turf, $9.99 as you see it there. $12.99. I'll have a little bit of a ribbon or a bow on it. But this, I have something extra special this week now. I'm after getting a load in from Russia. I loaded the new, I think it's the new vaccine that got in for Russia. You see that there now? Yeah, that's the Sputnik the vaccine that I'm after getting in for Russia. So anybody's looking for a bit of the Russian vaccine, I have loads of that here. I'll sell that to you there for $3.99. I'll give it, and the second dose then we'll look at that. But that's the Sputnik one there anyway. You know. Now I'll tell you, last week I got a lot of complaints. A lot of messages of complaints about me dress wear that I was wearing last week. Huh? They weren't too happy with the colours I was wearing, so I went neutral this week. I said, look, I'll keep it simple. I don't want that to upset anybody, you know. They said I should have been wearing green for the week that was in it. I wasn't a fantastic win against England last week. The Lord bless us. Now, France are playing Scotland, I think, this evening to see who wins it, but we bet them old English lads. Didn't go so well against Serbia, but you're looking, we've Luxembourg tomorrow and we'll do it. Getting back to the clothes now. You don't understand my predicament with the clothes. How are you, Kathleen Flynn from Clare? I hope all's doing well in Clare and Kathleen Gearan, sorry, how are you, Kathleen? But, like, any man, I share a room with the wife. Now, most people that are married share a room with their wife. All the time, it's not because they want to, because of having enough rooms in the house to go anywhere else. But for me, anyway, I share a room with the wife, and in that room we have a few wardrobes. Now, I have my wardrobe in one corner. And I do pack all me lovely clothes in, nice and neat there, all in a row, me t-shirts, me shirt, all the me jumpers, me trousers. Don't I, Queevy? Yeah, she's agreeing with me there, you know. What? Well, anyway. But lately I've been noticing that I seem to have left less and less space in the wardrobe. And I can't put my finger on what's happening. But then I was sort of putting two and two together. And there's a lot of couriers coming to the house. Aye. Every day there's a few more. There's a DHL lad, there's a UPS lad, a Fastway, there's, I don't know what, FedEx, they come as well. Some days they'll be coming down the lane and they'll meet each other coming back. And I don't know them all by name at this stage. And brown boxes do arrive nearly every day of the week. And I do bring them in and they leave them there and I pass no remarks and there's not my name that's on them, do you know what I mean? But I'm beginning to notice when the brown boxes be empty then. And they be just left there. Nothing in them. But every now and then my section of the wardrobe is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So I started to monitor it one day. And it says every time a box came into the house, my section of the wardrobe got smaller. So I investigated into the wardrobe and she's hanging. She must be buying every bloody stitch of dress, skirt, top, pants. I don't know what she was buying, coats, frocks. She must have everything in Ireland bought, every colour, every shape, every size. And I'm left with a little bit in the bloody corner there for my few bits. And I didn't get a new stitch now in a long time, I'll tell you that. And not only is she taking over my part of the wardrobe, she's starting to infiltrate down into the kids' bloody wardrobes as well. Do you know? And it's hard to understand how they get away with it. Like, I'm all for, you know, respect for the opposite sex and all that. But the superior sex, I should say. But I can't understand women. That's my problem. I don't understand women. And I'm doing a lot of study into them to see can I understand them any better. I did an online course in women there. How are you, Stephen Deegan and Stephanie Morta? But I did an online course and I'm still no further on with them. But I have a few tips for the men out there now. Lads, if you want to listen up, I'll just take a drink of this because my old voice, I just want a drink, that's all. How are you in the Park from Strabane? Come on, Brian Bannon from Linnington in Hampshire and David Marin. How are you all? Did she buy you Aunt Jimmy Jess? No, she didn't buy me Aunt Brendan. Stephen Rafferty knows what I'm talking about. You know, Dee must have all your wardrobe sorted out, haven't you? But I'll be giving a bit of advice for you lads. These are a few of the sayings your wife might say, and this is how you have to react to them or understand what they're saying. Right? The first one, you might hear her saying, she might say this to the kids more than to you now. I won't tell you again, she does say. I won't tell you again. And you'd be sitting watching the telly and nothing would change, and next thing you'd hear, I won't tell you again. And under my breath I said, Jesus, you said that a few minutes ago, you're saying it again. And she could say I won't tell you again about 5 more times. And the kids still don't pass any remarks on her. I think my mother used to say she's like a long playing record. Have you ever heard something like that? Now, don't tell her that I said it. I hope she's not watching. I don't think she is anyway. I think she had to go into the town to buy something or to collect a delivery or something. Now, if you ever ask her, lads, if she's a bit off someday and you say, what's wrong, darling? And she answers you with, nothing. By Jesus, lads, is there in big trouble then? Because I can guarantee you, there's plenty wrong with her. Because if she says there's nothing wrong, it means you're in big trouble, lad, and you better find out what you did wrong because you surely did something wrong. Do you know what I mean? There's never nothing wrong with a woman. I'm telling you, boys. Huh? And then she just say, I've nothing to wear. Now, just go back to what I was talking about and all the wardrobes in the house taken up, and she says she's nothing to wear. For the love and honour of God, how many stitches of clothes do you need to get something to wear? I'd pick out something. And then she'd say, do you know, Jimmy, she says, you can never have enough handbags or enough pairs of shoes. Let me tell you, lads, 100 handbags and 62 pairs of shoes, I can guarantee you, in any man or woman's language, that's enough. I think it's more than enough. Aisling Stack says the husband says it's all right until she starts throwing out stuff like the good jacket you got 20 years ago. Well, it doesn't matter how old it is, Aisling. If it was good 20 years ago, so why isn't it still good now, for God's sake? Huh? But anyway, that's what she says. I don't know. The wardrobes are full of shoes and whatever it is with shoes and handbags and women, I don't understand. Now, another one. Now, this doesn't happen so often these days because Penny's is closed. But when they do open up again, and she says to you lads, I'm just going to pop into Penny's to buy a few bits. I won't be long. Did she? She's going into Penny's. She won't be long. Well, that is the best I ever heard. I'll tell you one thing. Because if you drove her to Penny's, you better be prepared to sit in that car, lads, for hours on end, because she will come out. She'll do a few trips out, and she'll have bags of stuff, and the boat will be full. You will empty the boat now with your hurling gear or your golf gear, because she's going to need every bit of that to pack all the stuff. I won't be long in Penny's, for God's sake. Huh? Oh, Jesus, lads. Now, this is a dangerous one, and I'll tell you, if she ever says, does my bum look big in this? Lads, the answer to that, and you may write this one down, is, darling, I've never seen your bum looking quite as good as it does now. Yes, have it, lads? Oh, I'll tell you that. That'll get you out of sticky trouble, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. And then, lads, if her birthday's coming up, now Kathy's birthday doesn't come up until around June, but sure, I never have a fucking clue what to buy. You know yourself, so what the hell do you buy, people? Vouchers usually. So every now and then I do ask her, what would you like for your birthday? Oh, nothing, she does say. Nothing. A woman that wants nothing for her birthday. It's a trick, lads, it's a trap. And ye better not fall for that trap. Yous better get the credit card out, lads, and ye better come up with the best present ye ever bought any woman in your whole life. Not that you tell them what you bought any other woman, but you better buy her better than a car or something like that, or a foreign holiday, because if she says she wants nothing, she wants something big, I'm telling you that. And then, lads, the other one. If you're going out for a night out, how are you, Pauline Costello and Evelyn Renahan and Patrick Murray? If she's going out for a night out and she says, I'm nearly ready. Nearly ready. They don't know the meaning of the word nearly ready. Lads, he's allowed time to go into the sitting room. Get yourself a cup of tea in the kitchen first. Go into the sitting room, sit down, watch the whole match, the two halves of the match, and if there's extra time, he'll get to watch that, and say if there's penalties, he'll get to watch that as well, because they're never nearly ready. You nearly have to drag them out with your hair in the head, but you can't do that either because you get into all sorts of trouble for that, What else? Yeah. If you just say, if you were eyeing up to go out for a night or meet up with the lads or play a game of golf or something like that, and she says to you, do what you want. Jesus, lads, don't. Oh, Jesus, don't do what you want. Because I'll tell you, if you do what you want, that's exactly what she wants you to do. And then you're fecked altogether, lads. It'd be the worst trouble ever. But the other one now, the last of the tips I'm going to give you, lads. How you do McFay, how you eat a halpin. The last of the tips, lads. If she says to you, and she starts yawning, I'm horrid tired tonight. That's it, lads. The ball's burst, lads. Yous are getting no loving tonight, and I'm telling you that. If she starts yawning, that's it. And then it was coming back. That's the bits of tips that were coming back. But you see this old crack in the Suez Canal? I know I'm not saying that a woman was driving that barge, and don't be putting words into my mouth. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it means that the owl deliveries are delayed for about 12 days, lads. So we've about 12 days, there'll be no couriers coming up or down the road because they're stuck in the Suez Canal, and everything you ever ordered is stuck in the Suez Canal, Isn't that a bit of a bonus? I'm telling you. I say hello to a few people. Michael Irwin, how are you, Michael? Brendan Barry, Declan O'Shea. I was looking through all the comments last week because I can only see when I look. How are you, Paddy Shield? When I'm looking and reading, I can only see who's commenting. But I read them all after, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's a fair play to you. So I'm going to read out a few of the requests now, because that was the idea at the start. How are you, Peter Costello? Kathy, I can see you pulling the head off him tonight. She pulls the head off me every day of the week, Peter. And well, you know it. Now, we'll go through a few of these requests here. I'll go quick through them. Hello to Marie Gallagher in Carrickfinn and Donegal. That's from Bernie and Patrick Hugh Free. They said hello. I want to say a big happy birthday, as Ronan Collins would say, a big roundy birthday to Tommy McLaughlin out in Bracklin. I'm not allowed to say what age he is, but he's older than 59 and he's younger than 61, so we know what he is now. Oh, Bob Bucks over it, I think I'm saying that right, Bucys, I'm not sure, over the Colin Fox Bob. He's over in Ipswich. And Breda sent me a message to say hello to him. Now, last week he says to me that Leicester would beat Man United, and I laughed at him. Well, I have to eat my hat on that. The bet is fair and square. United were rubbish. We're out with the cup. Bob, enjoy it. I hope you go on and win the whole thing, because it'd be better than Man City winning or something like that. Mike and Brian McKenna. This is from Jill. Jill sent me a message today to say hello to her husband, Mike. He's recovering from a bit of surgery. Had a bit of surgery a while back, and he's making a great recovery. And please God, he'll be back to normal soon. But also her son Brian, and Brian is going to be the big seven next Wednesday. Happy birthday, Brian, and best of luck, Mike. Shout out to Hughie O'Donnell and Feathered and Tip. There's sent me a nice message. How are you, Hughie? A big hello to Nancy Neal. She's in South Texas, I'm telling you. Your sister Kitty Feeney sent you a message to say hello to you. What's Central Kelly? How's that cup on the table now, pal? I'll hold on to the cup, Sarge. Don't you worry about that. But that Nancy Neal, she's originally from Longford. She's over in South Texas. Hope you're watching. I want to say get well soon to Dylan Costello. He had a bit of a procedure today. He's the producer on Peter's Garage Sessions, and Peter's going to be lost without him 8 o'clock tomorrow night live on Facebook. But Peter will manage. He's a man that'll manage. I want to say hello to all the Manchester Floods. of not that it's raining heavy over, the floods over in Manchester, to Doreen, Jackie, Alan and Derek. I forgot to say hello to you last week. I'm sorry, Jackie. Now, Jackie, I want to keep on your good side, because when Old Trafford opens back up again, I want to be giving you a little message and saying, how are you fixed for a couple of tickets, Jackie? Fair play idea. She's always great for looking after people. Hello to the Carneys over in Qatar. He was looking for sand. Anthony texted me last week and wondered if I had any sand. Jesus, if you haven't got sand in Qatar, Anthony, I don't know what you're going to do. To Emer and Finn and May and Eve as well, how he's all doing over there. Michael Mitten, the legend in Cork. Well, he said he's a legend himself. I don't know about himself, but anyway. Then you have Mary Dinnany in Birmingham. Shane Garrity in Ballyho. Bridge and Emma Jane Joyce. Benny Joyce sent us that message. Bridget Gilligan wants to say hello to all her sisters. Pauline Gorry in Tullamore. Nancy Maguire in New York. Paul Maloney in New York. Marty Kilcullen in Boston. Nancy Mulvihill in Ballinasloe. Anne Kelly Lenz in Connecticut. Hi to Dara in London from Killian Cassan. Liz Brachen. Fiona Spallin over there in Sligo. She left there just now to move over to Sligo. My old friend Michael Stevens and Pauline Killian and Stephen Deegan. How are you all? Pauline Klein in Ballymahon from your daughter Martina. How to Mark O'Neill over in Navan. How are you doing, Scan? Margaret Mary O'Brien in Melbourne. Henry Patton in Donegal. Seamus Bradley in Paisley in Scotland. Not the Ian lad up the north now, the other the Paisley. Michael McGrath in Kildare for Mary Domican McGrath. And Madeline Roger in Munich. Guten Abend, Madeline. So that's just a few years. It's hard to get through the ball, but it's absolutely brilliant and fair play to you. Now, a lot of you are asking about Mick there. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Poor Mick is not going to make it tonight. No. He got a call earlier on from a lad down in the Beacon Hospital, telling him to get down there quick, that they were throwing out a few vaccines, and if he wanted one, he could get down and he'd get one down in the Beacon. So look, I heard there's a few going spare down there. If you're in the know, you'll get one down in the Beacon. Don't say I told you as you get it, but anyway. But poor old Mick, anyway, he wasn't in the best of form for the last few days. He got bad news at the doctor's there on Tuesday. He did. He was in with the doctor and he got bad news. And look, it took a lot out with the poor old devil, you know, because he's a harmless old bit of a devil, you know, and he just take things to heart. But the doctor sat him down now, and I don't think he's the better of it yet, you know. Sat him down and he says, Mick, I have a bit of bad news for you, Mick. Jesus, Mick's heart nearly dropped. He says, Mick, it's like this. I have to put the fee up 20 quid, Mick. It's gone to 90. Jesus, poor old Mick. You know, he was used to the 70 quid and he'd hand it over and he'd get whatever bad news. But now he has to give him €90 to be told he's bloody sick. Is it not bad enough to be told you're sick without having to pay €90? But anyway, that's Mick. He's down at the Beacon Hospital now waiting. How are you, Mary Farrell? All the Parkers around Edgerstown and Marcella and Cavan. All the Parkers. Lewis Carroll, David Ali. I wonder is he under Muhammad Ali? No, I don't know about that. But anyway, now, another thing I wanted to get off my chest. I was sitting in the office there earlier on. It was around 12:15 today. You want a hand in the bog soon, Robert? Oh, Jesus, Robert, I'll take a hand off you anytime. But about 15:15, now that I think of it actually, Mick sent me a present. He sent me this Slingshot gin, a bottle of Slingshot gin, and he sent me a bottle of Zesty Sisters vodka as well from the Lochgree distillery. So it's not too bad. I'll get a drink of them later on. It was about 12:15 today. I was sitting in the office and I noticed the wife's car pulling into the drive and the two kids in the car. And the two kids came over, they're over to me and they says, Jesus, how are you, Daddy? I says, what are you doing home at this hour of the day? Oh, they says, we have 2 weeks holidays. My heart bloody sank. You know that sick feeling you get in your stomach, lads? When you think, Jesus, not again. No. I mean, I love me kids and all that, and I love to see them around the house. Like, there's one of them, Queeva, this one here, she hasn't gone back to school since I don't know when. I think it's December or something, the last time she saw it inside of the doors of the school. But I says, lads, I can't do this anymore. I says, I did it before, and I'm not, this is not to be panicking, Daddy. She says, we're on our Easter holidays. Oh, Jesus. The relief in my face, I tell you, that was it. But like, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old or something, I don't know. But I don't think we used to get 2 weeks off for Easter, did we? I think we got Good Friday and maybe an Easter Monday, and that was it, and you'd be back in. And that leads me to think that, now, a lot of yous are not going to, how you calling it, Quinn? I'm going to sing, could be sling a bit of the slingshot, yeah. I'm going to sing a song for you later on if I get a bit of slingshot into me. But I think teachers have the handiest job in the world. Now, I'm putting it out there, and I have a lot of friends who are teachers. Well, I used to have a lot of friends who are teachers anyway, but anyway, haven't it the handiest? And I think a lot of them know it, but they won't admit it, because if they admit it, then they can't go in for their old pay talks and their pay deals. I mean, let's look at it now. Let's look at what to do. Right, national school teachers especially. But they went back in September and then they were off in December, and they haven't come back now. They're about 2 weeks back at school, lads. That's about it. And they used to send an email maybe on a Monday and an email on a Friday, and they said, "Yes, we're flat out. We're under horrible pressure, like homeschooling me, aye." And then they went back for 2 weeks. And now today, here they go, 2 weeks off, happy days. And they'll go back now on the 12th of April, and maybe they won't, who the hell knows. And they'll have 10 weeks then run into 2 months off at the summer. Now, in the love and honour of God, who in the name of... Now, I know politicians have handy jobs, and I know professional sports people have handy jobs. I know plumbers, electricians, and I know the council workers, and civil servants. They all have handy jobs and do as little as possible. But teachers have it all. Ah, Jesus. And I want to tell you another thing. What other job in the world, when they're off work, the parents have to do the job? I have to do their job. They're getting paid for doing the work, and I'm at home doing it. Now, homeschooling I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't work in any other profession that I know. Huh? I mean, what if a priest couldn't work? Are we meant to hear our own confessions? Is that what we're meant to do? Now, I suppose a lot of the sins I have to tell, I'd be better off telling them to myself now. Or what of a dentist? If a dentist can't go to work, huh? I'm not going to pull my own teeth or give myself a filling, am I? Although I hate dentists anyway. But look, that's not the point. I'm one of the old council workers. Huh? If they don't go to work, I'm meant to go out and fill the potholes out in the road myself. To be honest with you, I have to fill them myself anyway, because the boys don't know that the potholes are there. And a publican. Like, as a publican, am I meant to sit at home here and serve myself drink? Well, I do when I have a little bit of a bar here, but you know what I'm trying to say to you. Like, the only job in Ireland that teachers get the parents to do when they're not at home. Now, I think that's handy anyway. But anyway, that's my point. I wish the teachers all the best of luck, and I hope they enjoy their 2 weeks off. It's a shame now that you just can't go off on your city break or whatever, But look, I'd enjoy it. I'll drink a pint for you. Now, I'm going to sing a bit of a song for you. Now, this one is dedicated to women. I know I do give the women a hard time and all that, but still and all, I have the height of respect for women. And I know they're going through a hard time. Will I use my microphone or will I not? No, I'll pawn me hat. That's what I'll do. And you brought this hat here for something. Do you know? How are we fixed for time? Are we all right? Wonder how that match is going. 23 minutes past, yeah, it must be half. Now, that's a Rancho, Texas hat. Annie has been over to Lanzarote and went into the Rancho, Texas. Right, just you have some night there and the big jugs of drink coming and you're going, and as the night goes on you think you're the best line dancer in the world. I remember Peter Carter over there myself, we rocked the place out. But I'll say hello to a few people. Caroline Mackett, how are you Caroline? How are you Brady Carrigy? How are you Karen Maguire? They're all having a chat. How are you Peter? Peter saying hello to Dylan. Dylan's in the old hospital. Anybody else on there? There's a good few on. It's great to see you all, and thanks for the support. But anyway, this is an old song. I wrote this one myself. And Jimmy, you're some buckaroo. I am indeed Jim Fee. How's it going? How are you on Malarkey? How's things? Now, I'm not going to play any music to it because I haven't got the technology to be playing music, and I probably wouldn't be able to keep up. Noel Patton up in Donegal. How are you, Noel? How are you, Kevin Doherty? They're still in there. He must be out yeah. Eddie Keys, 10-3 to Scotland. Oh, Jesus, that'll hand it to Wales then if France don't win. Anyway, look, that's the way it goes. Right, this is a song. It's based on a Garth Brooks number. What's the name of that song, Quiva, Garth Brooks? Oasis? That's a different dulce. I haven't a clue. Them young people don't know, you see. She's down there beside the fire and she hasn't a clue. But anyway, it's called Friends in low places. Friends in low places. And I wrote my own words, and I think I will use the microphone. There's no lead in the microphone, but it's just for Joe. Charlie Murray, I was never a cowboy. How you, Maureen Timoney and Patricia Carter? Yeah, you have the evidence. Tricia Carter is right. Jesus, don't show anybody that. It was a great night. But anyway, here we go. It's to the tune of Friends in Low Places. And if I make a complete wahoo out of it, sure, at least I'll have fun doing it. How you Tina Lynch from the north of Ireland and Grania Ní Rossa. Oh, that's Grace Ross. Grace, there's the two Ross sisters now. They have a Facebook page as well. I forgot to mention them. Grace and Erin Ross, the Ross sisters. Absolutely fantastic singers out the road. Erin Ross was All Ireland score champion there a couple of years ago. Give them a listen, I'm telling you. They're the future prospect. And another lady from Edgerton, Aoife Mulligan. She goes as Aoife, E-E-F-A, I think it is. Look her up as well. She's the talent around here. I don't know where I got no talent. But anyway, here I go. I say this is going to go terribly wrong. My harm. Here we go. Wait till it start. Give me a one. Give me a 1, 2, 3. We will collaborate indeed. Oh, you Marion Kieran Shorten. Now, get down to serious business. Here we are.
Serious business.
Right. I don't know how to start the bloody song. But anyway, Teresa Lockridge, how are you, Teresa? And Fiona. Right, we better start agreeing with her. I knew this was going to happen, huh? Now, somebody give me a hand there. Give me a start. If I had my guitar, it'll be all right. Now, we'll get going anyway, and if we make a mess of it... Right, here we are. I'll leave down the microphone. That's what I'll do. Will you look at me roots? I just can't get used to having to dye my own hair. My nails look a show. My weight loss is slow. Without waxing, I look like a bear. You can hear the loud cries as I pluck hair from my eyes, and I can't lift my ass with a crane. I haven't a clue when kids are going back to school, and my love life has gone down the drain, 'cause I'm fed up not going places, what with pennies closed and my luggage cases all stored away. We're here to stay. I'm so tired of the same old faces, drinks preventing me from going crazy, 'cause I'm fed up not going places. Just not too bad now. I should have kept going now. I just start again. Now I dress like a slob. I don't have a job. My bed is now my best friend. I stay up all night watching nothing but shite, even Bridgerton right till the end. I never work out. What's that all about? Just give me a tonic and gin, and I'll be as fine as that Sharon Violon, but just not that 10, 'cause I'm fed up not going places, what with pennies closed and my luggage cases all stored away. We're here to stay. I'm so tired of the same old faces, drinks preventing me from going crazy, 'cause I'm fed up not going places. Now the last verse. I have a last verse, don't worry, so hurry. New dress I've not worn, my fake tan is gone, and men, well, they're just a chore. I wash and I clean, I just never seem to do anything fun anymore. Now I'm not that mean, but when I've just seen my husband asleep on the grass, oh sweet mother of Jesus, I'll put on my high heels and I will kick his ass. Come on, 'cause I'm fed up not going places, what with pennies closed and my luggage cases all stored away. We're here to stay. I'm so tired of the same old faces, drinks preventing me from going crazy. Oh, I'm fed up not going places. Yay! Managed it not too bad after. Thank you. Thank you. Oh God, I don't know. It went very well in rehearsal. Because when we had our production meeting earlier on, the light engineer, the sound engineer, and
So just do that.
myself and Quiva. That was me anyway, just me. I hope you enjoyed that now. Now, I have a couple of shout outs here to do for a few businesses and a few fundraisers. Now, remember last week I looked for a bit of free stuff for people to send me in. Well, at least one person did. Look at that. Look at that for a lovely jersey, huh? Red Hughes GAA up in Killygordon and Donegal. They sent me a jersey, so fair play to them, huh? Gee, somebody's looking after me. Oh, anyway, where was I? Hello to Marvin Welsh. How are you, Marvin? How is things? Mary Ball, you're on the ball, Mary. Noel Carrigy, 6'10" to the Scots. Eileen Spillane, how are you, Eileen? Mary Dorney, how are you? Magella Smith, how are you? I love you too. Samantha Scally, great song. You wrote myself. You wouldn't think, would you? God, if I had a voice to go with, it'd be great. Up you buy it, Teresa Lockridge. Matt Stafford thinks it's brilliant as well. You can buy all my singles. David Castlery, the good man Jimmy, hello from your neighbour on the Bracklin Road. David and Michelle, how is... Oh, brilliant, Jimmy. You should see the comments. How are you, Parry Connell, Paul Duffy? The comments go very quick. I can't get to half the ball. Read the ball there. Where was I? Yes. Oh, I'm reading now. Now, Kilmessan Camogie Club, they're still going around the world in 18 days. I think they're in Australia already. They're only halfway through, so they have another 20,000 kilometres. So please go on to their Facebook page or their GoFundMe page for Kilmessan Camogie Club. As I was saying, Red Hughes GA up in Donegal. They have a fundraiser going as well. Go on to winaholidayhomedonegal.com. You can buy a ticket for €30 and you can win a 3-bedroom holiday home worth €50,000 up in Rock Hill Holiday Park up in Donegal.
You'll be able to put your jersey with the small collection in your wardrobe.
Quiva says I can put my jersey and my small collection in the wardrobe if there's enough space. Thanks, Quiva. Radio Mostram, Desi Wren, Frankel Bride, that's still going there. RadioMostram.com, and you can buy records to support Lark Cancer Care. MariaEdgeworthCentre.com, they're having their virtual Maria Edgeworth Festival on the 22nd of May. There's a literary competition in that you can enter. The Biffo Challenge for Offaly Hospice is still going. So get on to Biffo Challenge Facebook page. Here's an important one now I wanted. Jim Coughlin asked me to mention. This is a serious one here. There's a GoFundMe page called Miles for Carol. Now, Carol Grennan, she's from Ferban in County Offaly, and Carol is going through a bit of a difficult time health-wise at the minute, and she needs to go to Cyprus to get treatment for Lyme disease, I think she has. But you can go on to the GoFundMe page, Miles for Carol, MILESFORCAROL, and please help and support. There's so many people in need of money, and I know we're all asking for money and everything else, but if you can, that's for this week. If you can go for Miles for Carol GoFundMe page and give whatever you can to help Carol get to Cyprus and get the treatment she needs. At Lone Boat Club are still in running their competition where you can name the boat that the Donovan brothers won their Olympic medal in. Brian O'Farrell, a neighbour up here, he's on Instagram, Chainsaw Services. He'll fix the one you want with a chainsaw. Brian O'Farrell is the man for it. Peter's Garage Sessions, I was talking about Peter there earlier on. He's going live again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Peter Garage Sessions, Facebook. Give him a support. He's absolutely brilliant. And Pauline will be full steam ahead tomorrow, Pauline. No pressure. Would you room for a Liverpool jersey? Jenny, I love a Liverpool jersey because I'm telling you one thing. No, I won't say it. No, I won't say it. That the windows are a bit dirty and needed a bit of a rub. Anyway. Here's another message I got now today. It's from the Loughrea Access for All boat trips. Now, they're a charity over there in Lanesborough. They're on the banks of the Shannon and Loughrea, and they do boat trips down Loughrea. You can go on to loughreaboattrips.com for that. You can book a day out of a 12-berth boat that you can go for a day trip down Loughrea on. Or they're running a competition on Instagram at the minute. Loughrea Access for All on Instagram. I think you can win a free boat trip and all. They're wheelchair accessible and everything like that. Jim Coughlin, no problem at all, Jim, I hope. Roisin Brown, how are you, Roisin? How is all in Clonca? And Mary and Sean Ogue and Aaron and all the Browns. How is things? Oh, yeah, Daffodil Day, as I was saying, today is Daffodil Day, and because they can't go out selling the daffodils on the street, maybe we'd all just text daffodil to 50300. I think that gives them €6 or something like that. How are you, Angela Joe? You're very welcome. And, help support. So that's all me shout-outs for today. How are we looking?
You have another shout out.
Who have I shouted? Oh, shitty bag. Imagine if I didn't do this one now. And only for that, and at close. Jim McLaughlin got me vaccination today. Did you get this one, Jim? That's the Sputnik one now, if you want to. I have a few of them. If you want to call now, I'll give you that one, right? The other big now, this is huge, lads. This is the biggest thing ever. This little man, this morning, he lost a tooth. Can't see you, Jimmy, or hear you. I must practice this face. Jesus, you're come over. You don't have to be looking at the Facebook. Brady Carey, yeah. But anyway, this man, my own little gossin there, Cian, he's 7 tomorrow. He's a big 7 years of age tomorrow. So, Cian, a big, big happy birthday. I know it's your second lockdown birthday and it's not easy having birthday. Even Queeva says happy birthday.
Cian.
Hey! That'll be huge, big. We'll have great crack tomorrow, Cian. We might have cake and we might have biscuits, and I know your friends can't come over, but you're looking. We'll have the best crack ever anyway. So happy birthday. Everybody's a happy birthday to Cian. Good man, Cian, 7. How are you, Patrick, as well? Patrick's probably not even watching me. He doesn't bother watching me. How are you, Kathy, and all? Mary Connell and Brady Connell and Bernard Connell and Parry Connell and Donald Connell and all the Connells. And all their family. Where am I, Queeva? Where am I? I'm nearly finished. Anyway, I have another thing I want to bring to your attention. Any word of stopping the turf farmer board in the morning? How are you, Michael Coleman? I'll tell you, I did a thing on the turf last week. And it's an awful job. Well, nobody will stop me from cutting turf. I'll tell you, I have them here. And Michael, if you're ever stuck for one, give us a shout. $9.99. I'll wait and say a few of those. Lorraine, Nicole and Neil. Hello to Susan and Jared and Derry, Castle, Kilkelly County. A lovely song, Kilkelly, Ireland, 18 and 20, me dear and loving son John. Happy birthday. Why don't you sing it? I did bloody sing a song, David. Were you not there? Are them flowers for sale? Just you can have them, Johan, no problem. Toby, how are you, Toby? Thanks, Toby. Tina, how are you, Tina? Cian will be delighted with all the messages coming in wishing him a happy birthday. How are you, Fiona? Thanks very much, everybody. That'll mean the world to him. Sure, it's better than any bouncy castle or anything like that. Please wish the Tanta Flood a very happy 16th birthday on Sunday from Granny Polly. Polly Flood, a great woman all together round Edgerton. Happy 16th, Sir Tanta Flood. Sweet 16, in fairness. You're a great musician, great actor, everything. Betty Finnegan, how are you, Betty? How's to all the Finnegans as well, Betty? Mary Corcoran ahead, Desi Chimney Sweep Ballymahan, brilliant. Chimney Sweep Ballymahan, Desi great Chimney Sweep. Jesse, I must get you because I'm a bloody jackdaw stuck in the chimney. And I had to, the last week they took the concrete off the seal of the chimney pot and everything. I had to block it all up. I've enough. It's Jesus, Desi, if you could help me out. How's she cutting, Jimmy? Good, Brian. How are you, Martina? How are you, Kate? Kate, I don't know. Ella Grant, she was 15 last week as well. Happy birthday, Ella. Shane Castler, yep, Multi Farnham, up your boy, Jimmy Galligan, Ashley Mangan, hi to Mum Nuala Mangan, watch how you, Mum Nuala Mangan, how are things? Happy birthday, Rose McLaughlin got her vaccination as well. Jimmy Mac, I'm telling you, should have come out to me, you have the Sputnik one. Very good guy, my dad was from Ballymahan, Kevin Flinner, how are you? There's a lot of Flins over in Ballymahan, all right. Morning, thanks. Where you rub the turf, looks too good for you. What? I'm not an awfully you devil, you I'm in Longford. Anyway, that's the way it is. Where am I? Oh, yeah. I wanted to show you this. See this? It's an air freshener. A penny, it says Primark, but it's up road. Mary Jones McConnell. I'll tell you a good one about road, Mary. I was living in Tullamore one time and there was this woman and Road were playing Clara in a match. And I don't know, she was living in Clara. But she was shouting for Road. And they were all saying to her, what are you shouting for Road for? You're in Clara. Well, she turned round to them and she says, I was Road before I came to Clara. That's the one, anyway. Where was whether she was or whether she wasn't, I don't know. But she said, sure, yeah, Laha Flynn's is right. Michael Devaney, Song on the Beacon. Oh, yeah, mixed out of the Beacon. Shout out! Nice, shout out. A shout out to the tidy towns is right, Diane. Brilliant work. Absolutely brilliant work. And some old gurriers trying to stop the progress they're making, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. Anyway, I was back to this, yes. Say hello to Abilar. Hello, everybody in Abilar from Brian Early. This is an air freshener. How you, Tina Lynch? Thank you. Fiona Mackin, you made us all laugh during the shit times. I didn't make them any shittier. John O'Shea from North Kerry. Kathy Connell, time to give up the drink. I've only had half a bloody drink. Hi, Irene, all the Connells in Annacurra is right. And all the Connells in Kilmess and the Connells in Shannon. Martin Heaney, Sandra Conway, Martin Heaney, how's it going? Marion Heaney, sorry. Where am I? I'm talking about this air freshener. Sandra Carrick, Eilish Riley's birthday today. How are you, Eilish? How are you, Eilish? Happy birthday, Eilish Riley is right in Cloncat. Thanks, Maggie, for reminding me of that. I nearly forgot. There's some cowboy, Marion Heaney. Hello to all in Mohill. A lot of gangsters up in Mohill. A lot of boys, think about the poor teachers. I give you a good shout out now, Diane, about the poor teachers. And the SNAs I do feel sorry for having to put up with you teachers. But anyway. Hello, John Patrick Doherty from Tina Lynch. There's an awful lot of Connells. There sure is, Dee, and there's more and more coming all the time. And we had a small base, but we're slowly getting on. I'll have to call over to this sheep eating of yours. You do, David, any time. France 13, Scotland 10. Well, look, if the French win, more luck to them. Anyway, it's an air freshener that's meant to smell like pennies. Yeah, you can buy it there online and it's meant to smell like pennies. If you're missing pennies and you want to get the smell of pennies, the only smell that I think pennies smells like is an empty wallet, to be honest. So maybe this smells like an empty wallet because that's the only smell I ever get off pennies. But I was thinking then, if we had air fresheners for different things, like what would you like if you're missing something? And you says, oh, Jason, can you make an air freshener that reminds me of something? Well, do you know what I think I get? I get the smell of a pub. The inside of a pub on a Friday night and an old turf fire going there and the crack going, do you know? Wouldn't it be absolutely brilliant? And then, as the night goes on, you'd want to get other smells. As you go into the toilet, you'd want to get the old smell, half the disinfectant and half dowel, you know. That's you'd want, and as well then for the next morning you'd want maybe one that has a smell of Guinness farts off it, you know. Just to remind you about the times when you had Guinness farts, you know, and you'd wake up in the morning with a head in you. But I'd also think that dressing rooms, you know, men, we miss going into a dressing rooms at 30 or 40, well, maybe not that many, if you're from Longford there might be 12 or 13, sweaty men sitting around after running around the field for an hour or two. You know that smell that you get? The real smell of damp, wet socks, sweat, bit of wintergreen, all that thing. Huh? You know, I get an air freshener like that. And then for the kids, they could get one that smells like school. You know, because they don't see the school too often. So every now and then, what does a full wallet smell like, George? I haven't a bloody clue. It's a long time since I saw one of them. But kids could have a smell of school off their air freshener. Talking crap, leave Longford alone. Yeah, you're definitely right, Kevin. And that's what, or we could have a smell of the church, because we're all missing the church, you know, the one let us in. Smell of a wedding would be nice as well. And there's women that like the smell of a salon. You know, going in there into the salon, spending 2 hours under whatever way to do it, and that smell of all them chemicals that they use on their hair that's meant to be good. I was power walking on the Grandard Road the other night. I was, Maggie, but I would never be able to keep up with you. The wintergreen Peter. Huh? Isn't it absolutely... You would miss it. And then you'd be rubbing the wintergreen into your legs, you know, and saying... And then you might go like that. And then, Jesus... you'd go out and the eyes be bulging out of your head, like, and you'd go out and you'd meet your man. Oh, how's it going? Like, he'd say, what the hell sort of a madman is coming to me in the name of God? Huh? And then, do you know, I was talking there, Diane, about the poor old teachers. The smell of a bookshop filled with used books. Oh, my God. Is right. What's the smell in the bog? I don't know. But we'll know soon enough. But teachers would love the smell of a sunny beach, you know, wouldn't they? Or a poolside, you know. That they're missing that as well, you know. The smell of a Garda's wallet, Sandra. What does the smell of a Garda's wallet smell like? Farmers might want the smell of cow shite, although they're not missing the smell of cow shite because they're all the time, isn't it? Anyway, that's the whole lot, I think. I'll read out a few more. I'm wondering what the smell, Sandra, of a gardener's wallet. What smell? Maybe a guard would tell me that. Although you never see a guard's wallet too often now, I'll tell you. When it comes to a round in a pub, you wouldn't see it anyway. How are you, Paddy Cullen? How are things? Yeah, just say hello. Silage, the smell of silage day, yeah. Happy birthday, Ellis Riley. Enough night in the bouncy castle. Hello to Granny up the road from Adam and Jack. Adam and Jack, yeah. Mary Dunno, how are you? Thanks, Anne-Marie, for reminding me. Oh, yeah. Diane McGegan, don't encourage. Anyway, look, it's nearly time to go. It's a quarter to... I was only going to do a half an hour tonight because Mick wasn't coming in and I said I wouldn't stay long. What am I doing with this, Quiver? Sure, I sang me song. I'm not seeing another one. I don't know the words of another one. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll get to how you, Patsy Rafferty. Hello from the Cheevers gang. How you, Angie and Richie and Gemma and Rachel and all the Cheevers out there. Michael, how are you, Michael? Yellow card for Scotland, man down. Oh, gee. Bravo, Jimmy, another brilliant night. Thanks a million. Keep her lit, sir. Kevin Doherty, how are you, Kevin? Pauline Flood. Smell of success, Pauline. You have it anyway, I'm telling you. You're some woman. Diane, don't go your great crack, Jimmy. I have to go. I'm bloody freezing out here in studio, Jimmy Chests. Paddy Cullen, now impressed. Paula, you have a wallet too, you know. Oh, yeah. Geraldine Leddy, a smell of a jacuzzi. Teresa Lockridge, how are you, Teresa? Breda Flaherty, oh my God, he's smelling gas. Marion Heaney, sing one for the road. I was going to sing another one, but I don't know the words of it. There's no point about it. But it was, I wrote it there and I released it. I'm not going to sing it though because I don't know the words. But it was welcome to the hotel for Corona. Stay for 14 days. You're the one who pays. Nothing to do at the hotel for Corona. You know, that was it. Anyway, put on a jacket and you'll be grand. Christy Moore special before you go. I should have prepared a second. Just want to hear a poem. Maybe I'll do a poem for you. No, the poem is long and no, I won't. I'll save it for another. I might come back next week. I was going to leave it for a few weeks, but look, you seem to be happy enough. You're not throwing sausages. How are you, Claire? I can sing it anyway. Claire Brady, how are you? John Murphy, how are you? John O'Shea, how are things? No, I won't sing it because I'll only make a mess of it and then I'll ruin my reputation. Not that I ever had a reputation to ruin. Sarah Dunn. Sarah Conway didn't come back to me to spell. Oh, Margaret Mary O'Brien, you're still in Melbourne. Fair play to you. A poem, Claire, but it's too long, Claire. It's too long. Look at the length of it. You can read it yourselves. No. I sound like that lad on TikTok now. No. Isn't that TikTok absolutely crazy? A poem next week then. Okay, Marianne, we'll do the poem. But the poem is boring enough, like, you know. Come back next week. I hope maybe I will. Look, it's hard to know what to say to you, but sure, we just talk, I suppose, is half the battle. Listening in Barna, County Galway. How are you, Breda? How's all in the lovely Galway? How are you, Mel Conifrey? How are you? Hope you get opening up soon again. Hugh Brogan, how are you? Sandra, fresh cash. Now, Sandra, that's the smell of a gardener's wallet is fresh cash. Wonder where they got that fresh cash. How are you, Mark Tutty? Up the day shop on Waterford. How? Hopefully you'll get to win in All Ireland soon, Mark. Marion, the crack is 90, Jimmy. It sure is. I was, drink. I never got to talk about drink much. I must talk about drink next week. Toby Dempsey. Tell a couple of jokes. I don't have an awful lot of jokes, Toby. You know yourself, I never has. Sinead O'Farrell, come back next week. Shane Benson. Teresa Lockwood. No turf done yet, but they're mad to get in. I was talking to Red Tom Green there, and he was saying now the boys are mad to get into the bog, you know. They're itching at the, they're getting itchy feet, or they're, I don't know, biting at the bit. That's what I was trying to think of, to get into the bog. They're time enough, I do say. I brought home my turf too early last year. I had them home before June's ahead at all. So that's too early. So I thought it was great at the time, but trying to burn them now, there's not any bloody black smoke, and it's dry in the front of the stove. Sean Hoban, can you say hello to Enda Morris from Mully Mucks in Roscommon? How are you, John McGarr? How are things? How is your mammy and daddy? Great people. Mully Mucks. Brilliant. How are you, Dale Kennedy? How are you? How are you, Evo? Carmel Maguire. Hopefully, Carmel. There's a paper we can't see you. How are you, Gower? Yeah, Podge Gower and the boy from Clara. Huh? The man who never got stressed out, Podge Gower. And I miss you a lot, Podge. Hope you're keeping good. You'll be 80 next year, Podge. Isn't that hard to believe? I hope Eileen's keeping well and all the gang there in Clara. How are you, Jerry? Good cricket, huh? Sarah Dunn. Cornelius Cassidy over in America. How are you, Cornelius Cassidy? Cornelius was telling me during the week that when he went to America, emigrated to America, he brought a sod of turf in his luggage. And he has the sod of turf up on the mantelpiece in the sitting, and he's married to an American woman, and she thought he was pure mad crazy. But Roisin Yushin, lock in next Friday, Sean Hubbard. But I'll tell you one thing, if you ever played hurling against Cornelius Cassidy, you'll know that he was feckin' stone mad crazy. Lunatic. John Jones, no drink next Friday. Good Friday. Well, there's one thing I was thinking about, John, during the week, actually. How you, Paddy, all the Welshes there in Summerhill? All the cousins. Joe Malloy, any chance of a BER? That's only when I get paid for Joe. This is what I do for the crack. I'll do you a BER next week if you want one. What was I talking about there? Good Friday. Yes. Do you remember, it's not too long ago, are you in the sauna, Peter? No, I'm not in the sauna, Pete. I'm bloody freezing, sure. It's like, can you see steam coming out of my mouth? The heating went in the fucking studio earlier on. I must get a heat pump in or something like that. But go back to Good Friday. Yeah, wait now, let's take a drink. Decky Mac, how are you? Sarah Dunn. Yeah, Good Friday. Remember for how you, Brendan? Good Friday. What was I trying to say there? For years we couldn't drink on a Good Friday. It was a black day, everything would be closed. Now nothing's closed at all, and we fought to drink on Good Friday. And I think it was 2 years ago that they eventually gave in and it says, go ahead, Good Friday, the pubs can open flat out. And now we're being punished. It's God's way of telling us, yes, fucking drank, yes, wanted to drink on Good Friday, we let you drink, now you can feck off. We're closing every pub in the country every day of the week. So you just that's what you get. Be careful what you wish for. I'm convinced of that. You know. And them chemtrails and things like that. Anyway, Pascal Carney. Hey, oh, Pascal. How are you, Pascal? How's all the Carneys? You're in Missouri now, Pascal. How's life? Yeah, brilliant stuff. I see you have I do see you on Facebook there, all Pascal. Peter Costello, Sarah Dunn, Aidan Stewart. God's way, right, Marion. Thanks be to God, I'll drink enough dry. You'll drink Loch Erin dry. Just don't drink Loch Ree dry or Loch Ree boat services won't be too happy. Right, I better go. Look, I can't be here all night. Or, Jenny, if the guards catch me. Right, I'll go. Look, thanks a million. I'll try maybe and do again next week with the help of God if I can come up with something to talk about, you know. But anyway, fair play to you. Thanks a million. Remember, support Daffodil Day. Miles for Carol, that's the main one I want you to look at this week. Charlie Murray, go look. I was going to do that. Charlie, Brian Murray, you're brilliant people in Longford, always helping out any way you can. Damien Leonard, yeah, how are you getting on there, Vic is right. How are you, Damien, in Tullamore, in Ballinree, an next door neighbour on time. Jedward on the late. Jed are getting their hair shaved off. I could do with getting my hair shaved off as well. I might go on to the late next week and get the old haircut. It's the only place you can get a haircut. Right, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Thank you very much, everybody. Keep watching. We're going to sign off now. And will you cut the turf? I'll see you next week. Please, God. David Danaher. Right, no, go on. Good luck. Thanks again, everybody. Bye. Good luck.